Hi everyone, welcome back to my Flosstube channel. I'm Megan and you have reached my channel MJ Stitches 23. It's a channel all about my cross-stitching projects. I am very excited. Oh my gosh, I have so much to share with you and so many plans, just too much. Sorry, oh my gosh. We leave for the airport in less than 2 hours and my husband is trying to set up our timer to water my garden, and he keeps pointing at me through the window to see if I am happy with the progress he's making. Yay, good job. Okay. So yes, we leave in less than 2 hours. We are headed to Michigan City, Indiana. This is where I grew up. So we had a summer home, or my grandma had a summer home close to Lake Michigan. So we grew up in Illinois, and then we would spend our summers, on every weekend, we drive up to Michigan City and spend our weekends up there in the summertime. So this place, we've since sold our home there during COVID. It just got too hard to keep up with it and travel. And so it's been kind of sad for us, but we like to go back at least once a year. I say at least, it's probably really once a year. I would like to say more, but it's once a year to go back and go to the beach and go play golf and visit all the local joints. So this year we are going down for about just under 2 weeks, about 10 days. So excited. Then after that, I am headed to my very first cross-stitch retreat. I'm so excited. I'm going to, it's the cross-stitching retreat in the Pacific Northwest. It's around Portland, Oregon, that Acorns and Threads put on. And it is Carolyn Zook's fault because she asked me what I was doing that weekend, which is right when I get home from this trip. And I told her that no, I couldn't do it. Anyway, long story short, my husband got asked to go on a golf trip with the guys around the same time. So we changed our flights. We're coming in a day early, and then I'm going to go on this from our vacation, and then I'm going to go on this cross-stitching retreat. So Carolyn, it's all your fault that I'm going, but I'm very excited. I've never been to one before, and yeah, so we'll see what it's like. I have some things to update you on, to show you. I have lots of plans, and I've packed all of my notes. So I'm gonna kind of wing this, and I apologize if I don't. I'll try to, I'm gonna edit on vacation, and when I edit, I'll try to type in all the things that I don't know. So I did keep this out because this is my to-do list. So I do have my stats for August. I've worked on 9 projects in August. I have 4 new starts that I started on in August. I have 2 finishes and 1 FFO. So today I will be showing you my FFO, one of my finishes, because I think I already showed you the other one. And the 9 projects that I worked on camping for 4 days, my lighthouse project for 8 days, bluebird nest for 2, my new start, so that was a new start, dragon, which was my new start for 2. Oh yeah, camping, you guys already saw camping. Airplane one for 4, which was new, and that is one of my finishes, so you'll get to see that one. Rivendell Sunrise for 2, Nature's Journey for 1, and I finished my small, and I started my small for the Pacific Northwest Stitching Summit, I believe is what that's called, for the Acorns and Threads, and it's a fully finished object. So I have that to show you the start, and I didn't even show you the starts, but I've got it all done for this video, so you guys will get to see that. So the total number of whips I actually have is 14. Today I will be showing you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects that I worked on since my last video. I think that is, let's get started. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to share with you is, I'm going to share with you the Lighthouse Sampler. So Lighthouse Sampler is something that I am working on for Jason X Stitches on his Flosstube. It's a round robin. I have a group of 4. We're each working on a project, and then we're going to mail it to each other and kind of keep working on each project. So the project I chose is Lighthouse. I'll put that up here somewhere. Is it over here? I can't remember, but Lighthouse Sampler. And I have finished my first lighthouse. So I'm very excited. This is full. This is all finished. So I am going to be working on one more square, and then this will be ready for a mail, a send off, and then I'll get the next project. So I finished the rest of this. I finished the little fence there and the sailboat. The water is actually 2 different threads. This is the closest colors I have seen in any DMC. So this is like one color here, and then that's a whole nother color. Honestly, even close up, it's really difficult. It's really, really hard to tell the difference. So that's something that I might have, like looking at again, maybe I would have chosen a different thread for. But if you guys get this, I mean, honestly, if you only pick one or the other thread, you really can't tell the difference in the 2 threads colors. So, but I still really like it. I don't think that really matters for this. I just, these colors are so different, I think, than what I would use like as a designer. I'm not a designer, but just if I was going to design a lighthouse, this is not the color palette that I would choose. And I think that's why I like it. It's because it's just different than what I would normally do. I think to me this is more like getting into fall, or yeah, I mean it's almost a mix between like late August / November, and I keep bouncing back and forth. I can't really decide which one it is. So anyway, very, very excited about that. So this is one of the projects that I will be taking. Oh yeah, gosh, I have so much to tell you. This is one of the projects that I will be taking with me to Michigan City, so I can get a good work done on starting up that second lighthouse. Okay, my next project I'm going to talk to you about is Rivendell. Hopefully I have a before picture. I've noticed I've been really bad about, I used to be really good at taking photos, but now that I've been doing all this Flosstube, I'm getting so excited to stitch on things that I think I'm forgetting to take a before photo. So I'll post a picture up here of the last before photo that I have, so that you can really see the progress. So this is where I'm at now. And I have completed, or not completed, but I've gotten to the bottom of page 1. This here is the end of page 1. So I'm very excited about that. I think page 1 is about somewhere in here. So I've put in all this black work. And I'm just really excited I'm just really excited with where this is going. So I think my next step is going to be to start filling in page 1. A lot of what I have left to fill in is the double threads, or the blended threads. So it's 2 strands of 2, each strand is a different color, and you blend it into 1 thread and you stitch. So yes, I have that left to do. So you can kind of see, maybe that's a little bit better, where I'm at with that. There's no way I'm getting this on my Christmas. Oh my gosh, that was so funny that I thought that. So yes, so that's good. I am putting this away. I'm not taking this one because it's just too big and there's too many threads to try to pack. So this one is going to be getting a break, probably till the end of September. The next piece that I want to show you is Bluebird Nest, and this one I started for Robin's birthday start on August 7th, and she is Bird's Eye Stitches. So here is where I'm at. There's the bird. He's adorable. So this part up here was pretty easy. The head, the down, the further down I got, the harder it was to really figure out where I was in the pattern. I might have had to restitch a few things a couple times. Part of the problem I'm having with this is I don't have some thread. There's some thread colors, some DMC. So I'm trying to stitch around it, and it's really frustrating. So this one I'm going to put on pause until I am able to go purchase the threads. I think I'm missing 3, I want to say. Anyway, so I have to go through. They're missing a couple threads on some of these projects, thread colors, and I could try to pick different colors, but there's so many different varieties of blues that I don't want to, not yet. So I'm gonna make a list of all the threads I need for all my projects, and then I wanna make one stop to the store. So, but again, that's not gonna happen until after vacation. So this one's gonna go away for a little bit, but this, oh, I keep forgetting to tell you about my fabrics, but this is everything I've stitched on so far is Aida. This one was hand-dyed, or is hand-dyed, that I hand-dyed myself. I learned how to do that, and I also hand-dyed the Lighthouse one. And the Lord of the Rings one is on Aida, and the size, I've talked about in a few videos about how much of a disaster that was. So yes, Bluebird Nest will go away for a while until I am able to get the threads that I need. Yeah. Okay, next we are going to talk about, we'll move to this one. This one will be kind of flows. Okay, next we're going to talk about I think it's called Majestic Dragon. No, Blue Majestic Blue Dragon, something along those lines. I'll try to post it. So this one I am stitching for Sebastian with Bees and Tea Stitching for their birthday, which was August 14th, which was also my husband and I's anniversary. Really, really cool. Okay, I will time out and tell you a little bit about my anniversary before I show this project. My husband and I just celebrated 4 years. We're very excited, and we like to get each other presents, like smaller presents, and we're doing the traditional gifts, like the first year is paper, second year is cotton, third year is leather, fourth year is fruit and flowers. So it isn't our whole gift, but we like to stick a little bit with a theme into like one of our presents that we give each other. So for flowers, my husband got me roses, which is just really cool. And then he sprinkled rose petals all along the floor for a trail that I could follow. So it was just really, really cool. And then for him, I was like, well, I don't want to get him flowers. What am I going to get him? So I decided to get him blueberry Pop-Tarts to fit like the fruit theme as part of one of his little gifts. So anyway, that was cool. We just like to somehow, in our gift ideas, we try to stick in something to do with the theme for each year. It's just kind of fun for us. So that was really cool. We did a nice dinner together, just the two of us. Yeah, it was just a fun way to celebrate. So I thought, not only is the 14th Sebastian's birthday, but it's also our anniversary. What a perfect excuse to start another project. So this one is stitched on Lugana. So this is my first fabric change since my Aida stitching. And it is the June fabric of the month from Bestitch Me 25 count Lugana on Dusk. That's called Dusk. So this is where I'm at. So here's my little dragon needle minder. So this is, you can see, that's where I am. It doesn't look like much, but I'll tell you what, I learned some things about this. So I am doing, I think it's called 2/1. I spent so much time trying to figure out what that meant. I did try I'm doing 2/2. Yes, I'm doing 2/2. I tried 2/1, which would be about half this size. Actually, I have a picture to post to show you the difference. The one side is 2/1 and the other side is 2/2, which is what I'm doing. The 2/1 was making me go nuts. I don't know if it's because I'm a newer stitcher. It's too small. I felt too cramped. I didn't like it. I like making big stitches so far. Maybe I'll change my mind. But I'm kind of not understanding why everyone's freaking out when other floss tubers start stitching over 40 count. Yeah, there's no way, guys. First of all, I don't even know how you guys see that. And I know some of you are going to say, oh, a magnifier. No, I don't want to. That's not me right now. I want to just stitch. So this is making me happy. It's just bigger. I know some people complain that you see the fabric through the X's, and I don't care. I think it looks great. So I am keeping this fabric for the backgrounds. So it's going to kind of be like the dragon flying at like daybreak or not dusk. Oh yeah, well duh, it's called Dusk. So I was gonna say, yeah, anyway, so that's how I'm going to do this. This is really also difficult for me because in Aida I can count, like if the color jumps 3 squares over, 2 squares up on Aida, that's no problem for me. With this, because I am stitching and I have to skip, I have to skip a hole to make the X's. There, maybe you can see that. Counting that is very hard. So unless I can, if I have to skip more than one, I get lost. Like my brain just doesn't, it's not able to see it yet. I'm saying yet because I'm hoping that as I stitch more, my brain will learn how to do it. I don't know. So this one is also going to be going away for a while because I'm running into the same problem that I was with Bird's Eye Nest, which is I'm missing two colors. I think it's 2 colors for sure on this one. And I think that's the color next that's kind of going in there. So anyway, so still very excited about this project, but it's just until I get those colors, which someone in my local stitching group said that she would go through her stash to see if I need some. So that's good. I need to figure out what the colors are exactly again because I don't remember. And then see if either she has them in stash for me or if I need to go to Michael's to get them. Yeah, so that one is going to be put on pause. Okay. Now we're gonna get to one of my, sorry, I just moved this. I'm sorry, I know I bang on the table a lot. I don't notice it, but it comes off on the videos really loud. I'm trying to get better at it. And I'm so excited today, you guys. You're gonna probably hear a few more bangs from me. Sorry. Okay, so this next one is called Airplane. This was a new start from me on the last video. I think I showed you where I was with that. It is stitched on Aida. I did hand dye this. I do think I have a picture of my progress somewhere. And I got this to be a finish. So I'm very excited. Here it is. Yay! So there's my airplane. I love the little half clouds. I think I'm gonna sign it over here. I haven't signed it yet because I want to get a little frame for this one, but I don't know how big the frame's gonna be and if I want to stitch some more clouds or not. I would make them up. So I'm just waiting for that because I don't want to put my initials in because I might do a cloud. I don't know. But this is done. The design is finished. I didn't have the gray that was called for here. It's a lighter gray. Looking at it, I should have picked a different color. A lighter gray would have been, I have lighter grays. I think this one was the closest when I used the floss tool, and I'm not happy with it. I should have gone with my gut and picked a lighter gray. I'm not happy with it. I'm happy. I think it looks good. It looks good, but I don't want to restitch it because on the back, there's too many other threads that I've used to go under, like to anchor the threads, I guess. So this is how it's going to be. It's a learning process. And it's just super cute. So I'm chalking this up to learning process. Next time, stick with your gut on a different color, but still looks cute. And so now I just need a little frame for it. So just adorable little airplane. So that's my travel piece. Okay, before I forget, on my last video, I told you about, I believe it was 2 new starts. So the new start, the airplane piece after this one, I have not started yet. I know I said I was going to, but then I decided to join my first, what's the word? Retreat. So I did retreat stitching instead. So my new start will still come, but probably now not till the end of September. Because I'm not taking my travel. Well, that's another thing. So for that piece, I was going to take it on this trip, of course, for travel. However, I think there are more than half the threads that I don't have in stash. And I don't mind substituting 1, maybe 2, if they're not similar to the other colors in the pattern, but this one is more than half the colors, and especially after I substituted this one and it didn't turn out great, I don't want to deal with that. So I do need to, there's a lot of thread colors that I don't have, and I need to go get them. So, okay, now I'm going to show you my fully finished piece. That's a small for the stitching retreat for Acorns and Threads. I'm so excited. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it is. So I made a project bag for my small. I stitched this. So this is the design that they sent in the email describing the small. So the small was supposed to be, I think it's 60 by 60. And they said, or you can stitch this. And if you guys have been watching my floss tubes, I don't have very many finishes. I think I now have 2 total finishes. Well, I just started my floss tube. So yeah, it would be 2 total finishes. So to make and fully finish, actually, and I have no FFOs. So to make a small and fully finish it, that sounds to me a bit more daunting than probably it really is, just because I haven't done it yet. So I decided, because I know how to do project bags and I've been getting into these, that I would make this design into a project bag so that it's functional for someone. Because I have this thing about functionality, and I've never been to a stitching retreat before. If someone stitches something, you trade it. I'm just trying to figure out this process. So I thought, well, how cool that somebody made, I think it's cool. I don't know, you guys, you can tell me, but I thought it was cool that Acorns and Threads, right? So you've got acorns on here, you've got the squirrels. I ordered this fabric just for just for this project. And so here's the back. And then someone can use this as their little project bag to hold in the stuff that they either get or want to stitch on for the retreat. So I stitched this, and then so I picked out my own colors, and I picked this color fabric because I thought that would, you know, kind of go well with the green. And then I cut this piece of fabric and this one, stitched, oh, I think I stitched this one first, and then I stitched this all together, and then I cut the whole thing to make it the front panel size. It's kind of fun to do. So this is my small to trade. I hope somebody likes it. I don't know. I guess if nobody likes it, I guess then I'll be like, okay, I'll have it. I don't know. I'm just nervous about, I've never been to a retreat before, you guys. I'm a little nervous. So hopefully this is a good small piece that somebody will, I think you trade or something. So I'm like, hopefully somebody will want to trade with me. I don't know. And if they don't, okay, well then it's a fail, and it'll be put back in my stash. So I'm trying. Okay, that is all the things that I have stitched on. I have my new start. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my trip here for a second. So here's my Great Lakes shirt. So I am headed to Indiana, Michigan City, which is right here. Yes, right here. So O'Hare, we'll fly it over here. I'm going to meet some friends because that's where I'm from. We'll stay with them for like 2 nights, and then we are going to drive over to Michigan City, and that is where that's where we used to go all the summer. So I'm already dressed because this is what I wear to the airport. I'm like, yay, I'm ready to go on a plane to Michigan City. And then this is my little beach chick necklace, and it says, because life is too short to spend anywhere else. So true. So true. I just can't even say how true that is for me. So yeah, so very excited. This bag now for my future plans. This is I think someone in the comments said it was like such a cool legacy project. Yes, I love what you said. You're right. I talked about this bag on my last Flosstube. So this is my Michigan City beach bag, and I have a project for it. This is the pattern, wherever it is. It's my Michigan City, I don't remember what it's called because maybe it's called Indiana Dunes, but I'm calling it my Michigan City piece. So I am going to be stitching this on this Ada that I found I cut it to this size. I found this in a Facebook group of like destashing. So I think this color is going to work really well for it's kind of like a mini full coverage, but I think this is going to be really good for like the border color. So that is all kitted up except for 6 colors. I need 6 colors. I forgot about that. I was supposed to go to the store today. Oh, there's not enough time. So maybe when I'm down, maybe on our way when we're driving, I'll beg my husband to stop at a Michael's or something and grab those. And I also needed Ecru, E-C-R-U. Does anyone know what that is? Is that a color? It says it's a DMC, so that's something I have to research. I don't know what an Ecru is. Please help and tell me what it is, somebody. Either in the comments or shoot me an email because I have no idea what that is. I don't know. So, but all the other colors I have to start, so that I might be able to start that on the plane. I really want to start stitching that on the plane. So I am taking this one for sure. I am going to take the Lighthouse one, Lighthouse Sampler, and I'm taking Nature's Journey. We have not talked about that this episode. I said that I would be working on it a lot. Well, this took up the replacement time for that. So that one I am taking because I do want to get the summer portion finished. Giveaways. So on my other video, you did win this. I haven't heard from you, so please email me so that I can ship this to you. So I'll give you another week to send me an email so that I can give you this. And for welcome to group therapy, Katie, congratulations, Jeremiah's mom, you have won this. So I need your address, email me, and I will get this shipped to you in 2 weeks because I'm not bringing it with me on the trip. So you will get this probably towards the end. I'll be back around middle of September. So maybe like week 3 of September, you'll be getting this. So congratulations, you won. For my next giveaway, I'm gonna try something different. See if you guys like this better. I made some, okay, I know I'm jumping all around on this video. For my cross stitch retreat, I have been reading about it because you guys, I'm so nervous and I don't know, I've never been to one. Like I don't know things. So I've been reading and doing a bit of hunting around, and I've saw that sometimes people bring table gifts, like for people at your table. So I wanted to make sure that I brought the people that I'm stitching with, like my new friends, some cute little presents. So I've made some, I'm gonna try to show you these. Needle minders! And because, you know, acorns and threads, I've put them on little acorn stickers, like for your water bottle. So you get a little needle minder, and then you will get a sticker for your mug of coffee or tea or your water bottle or whatever you like to put them on. So if you would like a leaf needle minder, I tried to make them, you know, like fallish for acorns and threads, and you know, we're going in September. Comment. Let's see, what do I want you to comment? Comment fall. Yeah, we'll say comment fall. And you better not say that you're more excited about fall than summer. Because then I'm automatically throwing out your submission. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. You can say whatever you want, but just use the word fall in there somehow, and I will see if anyone wants a needle minder. Note, it's my first time making them, so you know, I tested, the needle fits on there. But if somehow there's a problem, let me know and we'll fix it. So, but I think they should be good to go. Okay, so that is giveaways. Shout outs. I'm shouting out Matt. He's a brand new Flosstuber. Just put out his first episode. He is also participating in Jason X Stitch's Stitching Connection round robin in a different group, and so we met on Zoom. There's a couple of Zoom calls, and so he is working on, he's mostly a monogamous stitcher, but he has this huge Harry Potter piece that is almost finished. I think it's almost finished. Anyway, he wants to hang it up somewhere, but it's really freaking cool, and he's got some other things that he shows on his first Flosstube that he's working on, and he's gonna stitch on it for like a month, and then he'll do monthly updates to show you his progress. So pretty cool stuff that he's working on. Check him out. I will link him below. And now we get to future plans. Okay. So I'm very excited, you guys. I am actually going to bring in my little tripod for filming, and I'm going to try to film a Flosstube in Michigan City to show you what I've been working on. I also am going to try to do another video on plans because it's getting close to that time and I'm running out of time here. So I like to participate in a lot of cross-stitching events, right? I know I have so much going on with cross-stitching. It's unbelievable. As many of you do, and you know, and as you become really into stitching and diving in and floss tubing, there's just more things to do and to participate in. And everyone has these, you guys all have these amazing ideas that are so much fun to do, and I want to do them all. So one of the things that I love participating in is the Facebook group Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge, and that is hosted and put on by Carolyn Zook from C Zook Stitch and Robin from Bird's Eye Stitches. Robin, I feel like I need to know your last name because I always just call you Robin. Anyway, so they have their magazine monthly challenges. The acrostic for this month was linen, and you pick a project for each letter of linen. So for L, I did the Lugana fabric on the Majestic Blue Dragon. So I completed that. The I, oh, I didn't even show you my Italian blessing. I'm going to show you that right now, right after I do this. So Italian blessing, I actually did 1 day's worth of stitching. One day can be anywhere from like 30 minutes to 3 hours. So not too much done on that, doesn't look like, but I did get the time in for that. Bluebird Nest was for my N. So I showed you that one. The Etsy, E for Etsy design, the airplane, so that's a finish. And then N for Nature's Journey. I actually did work on that 2 days, so this month, so that gets checked off too. So this gets checked off for August. For so September's is up, which I will talk about in my next video, and what I'm going to do for that, because I don't know right now. The other, yes, I will still show you my work on Italian blessing. I'll do that last. My other plans, I'm going to participate in, for that same group for September, they're doing AD Singo, which is this for September. So you fill in all the letters of the alphabet, pick projects that coincide with it, and then the numbers 1 through 9, and you have to find motifs, like the number of motifs and projects to do for that. You guys, I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to fill this out. It's gonna be a tougher project for me. I'm gonna have to be creative because I don't have, what did I say? I have 14 whips, and for half the month of September, I'm only bringing a couple, 4 maybe, on my vacation. So it'll be really interesting to see how I fill in those categories. So I have that to plan. And then the last one I will be working on, I found this from Becca is Stitching. She's going to be doing this, but someone else put it on, and that was, I forgot who it is. I just watched it this morning. See it below. I'll link her too. And she actually she started this last year. She put a whole video out, like she does Flosstube. She put a whole video out. It's like 15 minutes long that teaches you how to play. So if you're interested, join us. It is the Great British Baking Show. I don't know if you guys know that. I loved watching this show during the pandemic. It's a baking show. It's contestants, they bake. And it's such a cozy, heartwarming, they're competitive, but not mean toward each other. They're very supportive. I love that. Like they're so happy. It's just a good feel-good show. So this is the name of contestants from last year, so I will put a little note card on, change up the names, and then pick the projects, or whatever I'm gonna do. I haven't decided yet how I'm gonna do that because I don't know. But those are the things that I'm going to be working on, and I will send you another video with updates on those plans and also on my stitching that I'm going to be working on that I take down there. I'm really hoping to show you stitching while I'm down there on my vacation. So then I can share a little bit about how much I love and why I love being there. Let me think. Do I have, oh, one more plans. And then I gotta go get that other, it's sitting right there on the couch. I was working on it. MJ Blanco, she has a Facebook group called 100 Days of Cross Stitch, I believe. She is also putting on a stitch along starting September 1st, and I really want to do that. I found her group, I haven't talked about this yet in my videos, but I found her group earlier this year when she was already on day 70, I think, of her last project. So I started it. I haven't finished it yet. And that is a project I will show you on a later video, probably by the end of this month. It's over there. I had a lot to talk about this time. And this video is already, I don't want to make this too long. So I will show you like what I've done, how she does it, but that's another one I'm going to be starting on September. And I am a little confused of how she's doing like an ombre effect, something to that. And you gotta pick, but you don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm a little confused about how it's going to, maybe I think it's just because I'm a newer stitcher and I don't really understand, but that's fine. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a learning process. So I will also try to learn some more about it, and I will share that with you on my next video. So I've got those 4 things that I'm planning right now. And I have my cross stitch retreat, you guys. There's just so much. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm going on vacation. Yeah, it's been a couple. I need this vacation, you guys. We just do. So that's exciting. Yeah, so I'm gonna pack this stuff up, and I'm looking at the time. I'm like, yeah, we gotta get going, because I'm gonna pack this up. Everything else is packed. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna show. Hold right there. I will go get it. Okay, it's called Italian Blessing. I for Italian Blessing. I think I have a progress photo for where I was at, and like I said, I haven't done too much, but here is now where I am at. So what I did was a lot of back stitching. So I worked on this side of the crown, I back stitched this all in here, and then the swirl. So this swirl will be the same on this side. And then I came down, was back stitching under here, and then I did part of this swirl. There's a lot of back stitching in this project. I've watched some Flosstubes where you guys struggle, like you stitch the whole piece and then you struggle with back stitch. Some of you love back stitching. And I saw somebody that did it like back stitch as they go. So I thought I would try that, because there's a couple, I have some pieces where I have back stitching. So I thought for this one, the reason why back stitching sometimes is easier, because you follow the outlines and it's one thread. You're not doing a lot of color changes, which in some of these other projects you are. So when I have to pull this out and I don't have a lot of time to work on it, I'm like, awesome, I'm just gonna get some back stitching done, because eventually it all has to get done anyway. So not that I make any more color progress, but you can really see, I think, the difference between this side and this side and how much it's sticking out. So I can't believe I almost forgot to show you that. Okay, so I think that kind of really updates you guys on what I've been doing, where I'm going, what's happening with my stitching life. And I'm gonna leave this episode with how I always do, which is take care of yourself. Do something for yourself. go on that little mini vacation, pull out some photos of family to kind of reminisce about good times, and feel good about what you are doing and how far you've come in life. I can't wait to see you in Michigan City. Till then, bye! Now I'm gonna, oh sorry, I'm banging it on the table, I know.